Good afternoon and welcome to this video. My name is Javier Lee. I'm also known as Pulung Lee. And today I want to share with you some practices and thoughts on the ending resolution of this year. How to let go of your linear resolution. So first of all, I want to put my intention on this video. And my intention for this video is to share with you how to make ending resolutions for this year, and also how to let go of those linear resolutions. First of all, we usually make resolutions for the year to come and things that we want to achieve and do for the year to come. Everything like this happens because on a linear level we live day by day on a time basis, and this time basis expands itself into years depending to the Gregorian calendar, Because of this, every single year that starts, we make resolutions for things that we believe we want. But sometimes, and just sometimes, these thoughts on resolutions, we create them and we want to try to make them based on things that the linear wants us to do. Linear life means everything that it's attached to the everyday, day by day life basis. And we sometimes forget that outside this linear circumstance of time, we experience more of the things that we need to experience through our different bodies, including our physical body, our mental body, our emotional body, and our auric body, our causal body, which is the one in touch with the things around us physically, our energy body, and also our soul, which is another body of ours. Like I said, the things that you want to achieve based on a linear level, right? It's based on the things that society sometimes wants you to achieve and do, and also the things that you set up according to what you think society wants you to do. This includes your job, your dream job, the things that you think you want to do, the things you want to study, the things you want to achieve personally on a physical level, right? Sometimes this physical level includes things that you want to achieve in your body, like working out, losing weight, regaining health through losing weight, which is something that sometimes in a non-linear level doesn't make any sense, and so on and so on. So how do you let go of your linear resolutions? First of all, you need to center up. The recommendation I give everyone to center up is to start doing the most fundamental exercise of all, which is breathing. Once you start breathing, you can center yourself, and from that point you can access anything that you want to achieve from that present moment. These are the keys to achieving a fourth-dimensional consciousness, and from this consciousness you can tap into the things that you really want to do. First of all, after you start breathing and centering up, from there, depending on anything that you have to work on anything that you have to connect to from that point, you will start connecting. You will start getting thoughts on the things that you want to achieve through the things that you are thinking. Also, another way of practicing this is to put your intention before doing this type of practices. So it might go like this. my intention right now is to know the resolutions of the new year, or in this case, to let go the resolutions of the year that we're leaving behind, in this case 2017. By letting this go, we will start with a clean slate, not dragging the things that we didn't do and the things that we wanted to plan a year ago for this year. How to let go of linear resolutions. Also, something else that you can start doing to let go of linear resolutions is to start getting in touch with your own core self from your soul, so you can know exactly what is it that you want to achieve through the things that your soul desires. Desire, in this case, is the ultimate reception on the things that your soul feels on the deeper level. Yesterday, as an example, I learned a phrase that really hit me, and it goes like this. In life, it's not what you desire, it's what you can negotiate. And under this statement, you can understand that in order for you to co-create, you need to be aware of the things that you have around you, so you can make a negotiation and then understand, based on the things that you can see physically, what is it that you desire. This based on the things that make sense in the way of what you really desire. Sometimes when we start doing practices on try to get in touch with what we want and what we desire, we can carry on with fantasies. And fantasies, we need to be aware that our step into being away from reality, and this practice can take you into what is called denial. You do not want to be on denial on the things that you want to desire just because you're putting a fantasy and a non-realistic something that you want to achieve. Again, how to let go of linear resolution through getting in touch with your soul desire. In order for you to do this, you need to start journeying into a healing process with your own self. This healing process starts to clearing out the clutter that you might have energetically, so you can know what is it that you want deep inside, not based on a linear line, on a linear timeline or level, on the things that you want to do. So, when you start clearing out everything, so you can start getting in touch with your own soul to know what you want, then you can start relying on the things that you have to do, not putting a linear timeline on it, and understanding that the present moment, whichever that is, it's the one that is going to provide you with all the things that you really want. So to start, I want to give you a simple practice, right, on how to start getting clear of the clutter that you might have in your life. The most basic thing that you can start doing is cleaning, and getting rid of the things that you no longer desire in your physical space. This is to rearrange energetically everything that you might have on a dense level. Remember that the physical level is the denser level of energy that becomes matter in this case. So once you start doing this, you can start sorting the things that you believe you like and you want, and the things that you don't want. You get rid of them. Once you get rid of them, you start literally making space for new things to come. You cannot and you will not receive new things if your hands are full. If your hands are full, you will not be able to get the new. Nowadays, we are in a moment in which we are receiving a lot of abundance from the universe, but we will not be able to receive it if our hands are full, so pay attention to that. Secondly, after you start doing this process from the denser level up, then you will need to start making lists on your mental realm. Pay attention to the things that show up in your mind. Pay attention also to the things that show up in your mind that are not yours. And this is a trickier part, which will need you to know exactly how is it that your mind works with you from you, and how is it that your mind works in regards to thoughts, ideas, and psychic levels that might not be yours, but might be from your surroundings and from the people around you. Third, you need to start doing lists of your emotional level, and on this emotional level it gets trickier because each emotion in this case might be on top of another one, making them disappear. So for example, if you're feeling angry because of a situation that you went through, maybe it's not just that you're angry, but deep inside, deeper from that anger, might be other emotions. Let's say in this case, oh, you're angry because, I don't know, you didn't finish school with the grades that you wanted. But that anger, it's you trying to survive another deeper emotion that is maybe you feeling not good enough. Maybe you're feeling that you're not worth it because you didn't achieve what you wanted, right? And so on and so on. And if you start getting deeper, one emotion covers the other, and one covers the other, and so on and so on. Being truthful to yourself will help you to achieve these levels, in this case these deeper levels, on how to connect to yourself to do the things that you have to do. And in order for you to do this, you need to be real. You have to be real to yourself. If you are working with yourself in all your levels and in all your bodies, there is no point on lying to yourself. You might be able to lie to some other people, but you will not be able to lie to yourself. And if you do, guess what? You're lying to yourself. Not me, not other people. So these types of exercises are extremely useful, yet I know you have been listening to these exercises year by year and knowing that you can do them, but sometimes you decide not to do them. In order for you to do this, you need to commit to the things that you have to do for what you want. And again, if you start working on the things that you want, you will start getting in touch with your core self, core level, and you will realistically know what is it that you want. You will know exactly what is it that you came here to this earth to do. Sometimes we have this huge question on what is it that we do here? What is it that am I doing here, and so on. So by doing this, you will start clearing a little bit. Alright, so once you start with the fundamentals and the basics on how to start clearing everything from your surroundings, from your mind, from your emotions, then you will be able to start seeing what is it deep inside in your soul. Now, I want to give you some tools on how to get rid of bad energy. In Peru, in Quechua, bad energy or dense energy is called hucha. And the hucha is needed for you to understand the other part of life. You cannot be complete if you do not acknowledge your shadow. And in this case, hucha, which is dense energy, works with shadows. And lately I've seen groups and a lot of people trying to not get in touch with their shadows because they say, oh, I want to walk in a light path, which is understandable. But then again, there is no point on putting out light where it's already lit. You cannot put light on top of light. Well, maybe you can, but there's gonna be no consequence on that. The consequence here will be if you decide to go into your shadow so you can light the shadow. And in this case, you can do more. And you can extract anything that you have in this shadow and move it into the light. So the first exercise I want to give you is it's fundamental to get rid of anything that you have in your body or in your bodies, right? And you have to be extremely careful on how to move this. This is a shamanic tool that has been used for years, maybe centuries, who knows? No one, I think I didn't mean to say years, but centuries, and a lot of people use it. In this case, we're going to use the help of another dense object. And in this case, we're going to use a simple object, which is an egg. You're going to get an egg, right? And we're going to clear our bodies and we're going to extract the excess amount of hucha, or dense energy, from our bodies. Before doing this, you need to pay attention and put your intention on what is it that you want to get rid of. Your intention might be, or might go like this. My intention is to clear my physical body, my mental body, my emotional body, and my energy from the dense and from any dense energy that might be clinging into it. So you're gonna, before grabbing the egg, you're gonna start by doing a little prayer of protection, because you need to be extremely protected for you to do this. If you're not, you are at risk of extracting and extracting heavy dense hucha energy and having them go around your body in the outside, and that will not benefit neither your surroundings nor the people that is near you. So before this, I want you to get a red string like this one and put it in your left hand and around your waist in your plexus right here. Also, it helps if you can get a red hat or a cap so you can be completely protected from the red frequency energy. Once you have this put on, and once you put your intention, your second intention will go like this. My intention is to be completely protected before, during, and after this therapy, because the egg and the things that you're going to do with the egg is also some sort of therapy. What you do with the egg is the following. Wait. Before doing this and putting your protection, you can imagine that you are surrounded by an egg of light. You can also imagine that you are surrounded by a full crystalline, multicolor bunker, like a box. You are into this amazing box. And also another protection that you can put yourself is to cover yourself in a beautiful golden armor. All of this, you do it in your thoughts, and with this you remember that the imagination is part of your astral plane, which is also another body that you have, your astral body. In this case, once you are protected, you take the egg. Remember your protections. Red string here around your plexus, in a red hat. You put your astral protections, and then you start with the egg. You need to start moving the egg in your dominant hand. In my case, I'm left-handed, so I use my left hand. I take the egg on my left hand, remember your dominant hand, and you start moving in circles backwards, anti-clockwise, counterclockwise, right? You go from your feet counterclockwise and you rub the egg around your body, counterclockwise, all around, from top to bottom. And once you reach your head, you have to go down again. You do this while you pray, and the prayer has to be you asking for the universe to help you to get rid of this dense energy of hucha. Once you do this, the egg will absorb all of this. You need to be extremely careful not to break the egg during this process. And if it does, you need to pay attention, because you might be dueling in circles with hucha energy or dense energy. Once you finish this, you need to take the egg and place it in a bag and get rid of it, not in your home. I always suggest people to take this to the trash from another street, not even in front of your house. You go to a crossroad, or you go to another street and put it in the trash bag in somewhere else, away from your home, away from your street. Now, if this, when this happens, at the end of this therapy, you will feel how the egg will get extremely heavy. When you shake it, you will see that the egg will be hard, because the egg will absorb all the hucha energy. You can do this 3 days in a row, or you can do this as much as you feel. Once you finish, please pay attention that you need to be grateful. You are grateful and you say thanks to the universe, to the masters, to the angels, or to any ascended master that you are connected to. Jesus, Buddha, Saint Germain, the archangels, Archangel Michael, Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Zadkiel, Uriel, any of them. Once you do this, remember to get rid of the egg outside, right? And once you say thank you, you can liberate the astral protections that you put already, like the bunker, like the egg of light, and then you get rid of the red strings that you put around your body. Also, I want to talk to you about getting rid of the chains of time. Getting rid of the chains of time help you to understand that any sort of resolution that you make does not have to be attached to a new cycle, which in this case is the new year. You, because you have full and complete power in your own universe, you are the one that can start any cycle once you decide to start the cycle. It could be anything. It could be any time. It could be anywhere. Once you understand this, you will not have to be attached to the idea that because the year is ending and you did not do the things that you wanted to do, then you didn't do them and you will not be able to do them ever again. Remember in this case that time, because it's non-linear, you have more control on the things from the past and the things from the future, because in this non-linear experience of time, you decide from the present moment, right here and now, what is it that you want to do. Thank you very much. I hope this video provides you with a small tool on what you can do, on what to do in order for you to start achieving and conquering your own self, your own life, and your own universe. It is extremely joyful for all the masters and the angels to know that people start taking care and taking advantage and empowerment from their own lives and start getting in touch with their own self, which is ultimately the right road to God.